Hi everyone, I'm Jordana Brewster and I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. Now, it's been a really particularly tough time this past year, and the importance of tending to your mental health through therapy, through meditation, through self-awareness, through breathing techniques, through whatever you can do is really, really important. If you or a young person that you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and for resources. Thank you.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Diego Boneta, and I'm very happy to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. Man, these times have been really tough and crazy. And what's really helped me, number one, playing tennis and exercise. That's like my therapy. And I feel better instantly. I love it. Two, different techniques I've learned in therapy throughout the years. I'm a big believer in therapy, and it's really helped me. And three, meditation. That's something new to me, and I'm blown away by it every day because it's just great to learn how to slow things down and be able to train your mind. You know, it's just about breathing, and it's that simple and that hard at the same time. And that's been amazing. But if you know, or if you are struggling, or know anyone else who's struggling, please visit childmind.org for any help or resources. Take care.
Hi everyone, this is Ali Tanel. I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. After a few months living in quarantine and the pandemic, two of my sisters got diagnosed with eating disorders, and I found myself taking the weight of the burden and feeling anxiety as a result of them. I was lost and I didn't know what to do, how to help, my place in the family anymore, and I just felt the guilt and resorted to hiding in my room. I was hesitant at first to reach out to a therapist because I thought since I wasn't sick, I didn't need help and support, and that was selfish. But my parents made me meet with a therapist from Child Mind Institute because they noticed my racking up anxiety, and I don't think I would be in this situation today if it wasn't for her. Where I'd previously get sucked into a hole of worry or anger, now I have the strategies to set boundaries and learn what I can control in a situation to help better support my sisters or friends and myself in my mental health. Everyone is on their own journey towards recovery, and it takes a lot of time, but we have made leaps and bounds in our family, and I have so much faith and hope that we will come out of the pandemic in this situation having learned lessons for the future. If you or a young person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jazmin Jennings. I'm so proud to be joining the Child Mind Institute on their Getting Better Together campaign. When I was 12 years old, I was first diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I was having a really, really hard time because I had just entered into middle school and I was just getting into my head and thinking a lot of negative thoughts. I started comparing myself to other people and I looked at life as a popularity game, and it was just very complicated, and I just started giving up in like my sports and my art, and just like falling apart completely. And it was really, really challenging, but I had the support of my family and my friends. And even though I was resistant to medications, I had psychiatrist support, and I was put on a medication that helped me, and I was able to eventually flourish and thrive once again, even though I had hit so many low points. So even though I have depression and anxiety and I struggle every single day with mental health issues, my family, my friends, and the medications that I'm on have helped me stay strong and have helped me remain true to who I am today. And I just try to wake up every day and be the best version of myself. That's all I can do. That's all we can do. And yeah, that's my advice. If you or anyone you know is struggling, go to childmind.org. If you or any young person you know is struggling, go to childmind.org for resources.
Hey, I am Shum Jr., and I am honored to support the Child Mind Institute and be part of the Get Better Together campaign. I just want to make this video to let you know that you are not alone if you're feeling anxious, dealing with anxiety or depression, because I felt that way not just the past year, I think all my life. And over time, you just find things that kind of will help you through that. Through those times. And I just also want to let you know that these things are normal. Anxiety and depression, these things come and go, and hopefully they go. But when they come, it's a signal to your body that something needs a little fixing, needs repair, or you need to pay closer attention to something that they're flagging that could go down a path that you don't want to go down. So for me, the things that have helped me out are I have a checklist. My checklists are very, very simple things. Are you getting enough sleep? And two is, are you eating the right things that are helping repair your body, that are giving you nutrition? And if you're not, then you might want to take a look at that. And three, what I love to do, I love to dance and sing and exercise. And sometimes it's lifting weights, and sometimes just dancing and acting like a goofball by myself in the room, and sometimes doing it with other people if it's safe to do. And other times, it's really just about having a good conversation with someone that will listen and that you'll do the same for them. So that connection right there, I think, is one of the most important parts, because we're not alone in the way we are feeling. A lot of people are feeling this way. So just know that. So if you need any more advice, help, support, tools, make sure you visit childmind.org, and they have wonderful tools there that'll help you out if you're having difficulty getting through some mental health obstacles. So make sure to check that out, and just remember, you are not alone.
Hey everyone, it is Nicole Scherzinger here, and I am so happy to join the Child Mind Institute Getting Better Together campaign. I'm here to remind you that we always have a choice in how we respond when life hands us challenges and trials. We have the power to choose and to look for good. We actually have to look for the good. We've got to force ourselves to look for the good. And if that means tuning out the negative influences, whether that's the news, whether that's our phones, whether it's Instagram, whether it's people, relationships, then we've got to tune that out so that we can tune in what is good for us. For me, it's praying, For me, it's meditating. For me, it's writing, vigorously writing. For me, it is running, walking, moving, sweating. It helps me get out of my head. It's so easy to get caught in this downward spiral, but you have to get out of your head. A lot of us are struggling with anxiety because of the unknown and uncertainty. But that's because we're thinking of the future and we're not living in now. This is the time for you to sow your seeds, to prepare yourself, because you are destined for greatness. Have faith that everything in life happens for us, not to us. I love you all. You are not alone, and my heart and my spirit and my strength and my courage is with you. God bless.
Hi everyone, this is Zoe Saldana. I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. Growing up with ADHD and dyslexia meant school was challenging. I can't imagine how hard a year like we've just had would be for kids who face the same classroom struggles that I did. Adjusting to remote learning, trying to stay focused on a screen hour after hour, the disruptions that come with life during the pandemic, and yet you're here and you've picked up a valuable new skill this year, and one that has to be earned, and that's resilience. This new grit that you have is going to help you as we move forward to getting better together. I know some of you may need more help, and it's really brave and empowering when you ask for it, from a teacher, from a coach, and from your family. I remember when I reached out for help, and it was such a relief. You can visit childmind.org for their expert resources and as a place to guide you. Stay strong and much love.
Hi everyone, this is Bibi Rexa, and I'm so proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. I've dealt with anxiety and depression and mental illness since I was super young, and it's something I'm very vocal about. And the one thing that has gotten me through is definitely therapy and talking to friends and family and music. So if you're going through a rough time right now and you really need somebody to speak to, especially during this pandemic, I would highly suggest a therapist, working out, meditating, talking to friends, painting, riding a bike, or even going for a walk. If you or a young person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources.
Hi, everyone. This is Emma Stone. I am proud to join the Child Mind Institute for our Getting Better Together campaign. So I know that this year was really scary and hard, and it is hard to hear about a lot of the scary things that are happening in our world and in our country with the pandemic. And even though things are hopefully getting better, it's a little strange to think about. We were just home for quite a while, and that brought up a lot of feelings for a lot of people. I think some people felt very sad, and some people felt very anxious, and some people felt kind of happy to get to be home and not have to be out in the world if you have a little bit of social anxiety. So now going back out into the world can bring up a lot of feelings. And I think I would just remind you that we're all, that everybody has either struggles with either a little bit of sadness or a little bit of worry or a little bit of, fear around the idea of change in general, whether change is staying home or that the change is going out into the world. Everybody has some of those feelings inside, whether they're saying it or not. So I just want you to know you're very normal. And I think whether people talk about it or not, they get it. And keep talking about how you feel and sharing it with people that you feel safe with. And we're going to be okay. If you or a young person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources.
Hi everyone, my name is Lily Foster and I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with selective mutism, so I was unable to talk at school or in many public places for years. Although I've mostly overcome that, I still have anxiety and still struggle with talking in some situations. The past year has been a challenge for me because the pandemic has basically enabled my anxiety. I have been forced to stay home, which is usually my comfort zone, but for kids with social anxiety, it's hard for them to text, call, and FaceTime friends, which made me feel very isolated. Something that helped me was joining a virtual teen social anxiety group and checking in with my counselor virtually. It was really nice to see and talk with other teens who understood anxiety and work on challenges together. It's important to know that anxiety is more common than you think, and even if you feel like you are alone, you should know that other people are going through similar situations as you, and connecting can really help validate that you aren't alone. My advice for kids and teens is don't be afraid to reach out for help. Anxiety is real and it's something you shouldn't be embarrassed about. There are people who get it and there are people who want to help you. So remember, you are alone. If you or a younger person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources.
Hey everybody, it's Bobby Burke. I'm super proud to join the Child Mind Institute for the Getting Better Together campaign. You know, the last year has been tough, not just physically and emotionally, but mentally. It has messed with our mental health. It has made us feel alone. It has made us feel isolated. And I want you to know that those feelings, they're okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel alone because we're all going through that right now. In all honesty, I'm having one of those mental health weeks where you feel down, and that's okay. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means, hey, you're having a bad week, you're having a bad day, but it does get better. You know, search out those people that can be there for you. And even if you don't have someone there physical, reach out to people online with like minds. You know, I grew up in a small town, very isolated from anybody who I felt was like me or would accept me. And luckily, the internet had just gotten started. You know, I'm so old. And I was able to find somebody out of state that was able to help me come to terms with being gay and who I was and really help my mental health and really make me feel less alone. So get out there and reach out to people, whether it's in person or online, And you'll find that there is a loving community out there who will be there for you, even if there isn't someone there physically. I love you so much. If you or a child you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org.
Hello everyone, I'm Franz, and I am so proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. This past year has been a challenge for all of us. Everyone has faced pain and hardship, whether it was big or small, and more kids are struggling with anxiety or depression. What you're feeling is real and valid. I've experienced it in my own life. It honestly wasn't so long ago that I lived in a small town as a person of color and experienced all of those hardships that come along with that. It was incredibly tough, but the thing that helped me the most was having great people around me who I could talk to about what I was experiencing. Just that one friend in particular. And even if you have just that one person who can be the person that you're the most honest with, that's okay. Tell them exactly how you're feeling. If you're a young person that's struggling right now, please know that there are people in your community who want to help you. If you're a family in need of help, you are not alone. And if you need a place to start, please visit childmind.org for more help and resources.
Hi everyone, I'm Billy Lord, and I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. As any of you who have lost a loved one know, it can make you feel extremely alone, but I'm here to tell you that you're not. Grief has become even more universal during this unprecedented and awful year, and more people than you realize might be going through exactly what you're going through. So don't isolate and stay in your head. Reach out to your loved ones and friends. Find a support group online. Talk to a therapist. If you or any young person you know is struggling, go to childmind.org for help and resources.
Hi, I'm Gabby City Bay, and I'm joining the Child Mind Institute for their Getting Better Together campaign. When I was around 19 or 20, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety and an eating disorder. And I remember having almost no one really to turn to. I couldn't talk about it with my parents or friends or, my friends' parents because everyone would tell me that I was young and, too young to feel sad all the time and too young to be stressed out. And I just needed to go to church and I needed to pray and I needed to just go on a walk or maybe I should just, start exercising and losing weight. Jokes on them because I truly could not get out of bed at that point in my life. And everyone around me seemed to be trying to convince me that I wasn't feeling what I was feeling. Luckily enough, my own voice saying that something was wrong was louder. By that time, my little voice was screaming at me. And I went ahead on my own and I found my own doctors and my own treatment programs, and I found really my own ability to save myself. And I know that a lot of people don't have that ability or don't even see it as an option, which is really why the Getting Better Together initiative from the Child Mind Institute is so important. And so it gives you those resources and really those touch points where you can find peace and find yourself. So if you or a young person you know is struggling, please go to childmind.org for resources and help.